Hello everyone, welcome to week 6 of season 9. United Scarab Khemirates back in action again. And if you've been following the story so far, the season's going rather well. It's 5 wins out of 5 and a 3-point lead at the top of the table. We have, though, taken a bit of hurt last week. Bone Man is now movement busted. We'll be missing this game, although of the two Blitzerars, that's the better one to be without for this week. And we'll see why in just a second. So we're down to just 1480 team value, but we still have the 12 players and 2 dirty players at that. Both Tomb Guardians here, still just the one casualty away from a level, and it'd be very, very nice to get those over the line on that front. Been very slow progress, especially for Billy Ray Osiris. This one's relatively new. But today, we are facing Dark Elves. It's dead MMO walking. And they have an awful lot of blodge. So it's actually quite a low, for the skills they've got, relatively low team value team this. Obviously they've only got 9, so they're going to get 2 loners, which is going to push them to 1470. So they're actually only going to be 10k less than we are. We'll see whether gonadic wants to put all, most of his bank into picking up a babe, or whether this is just going to be a plain old game of Blood Bowl. But with 1, 2, 3, 4 blodge players, thankfully this one's missing. But 4 blodge players on the field means that this could be a tough ask today. Of course, they might not be the threat necessarily. This Agi 5 Leaper could be an issue. But there's no wrestle on the team. Also, the kicker's gone as well. And there is an assassin, which is armor value 7, as well as these 2 witch elves. So there's every chance today that we'll be able to pick up a result. It's only 2 rerolls as well for these Dark Elves. So quite lean on that front. One of those games could go either way. We did manage to beat Dark Elves last season, but that involved us pretty much ruining them, removing everything from the field. So if we get something similar today, then happy days, we'll be looking good. If we struggle to get removals, then of course you're into the problems of struggling to get through with our lack of agility and the chance that they can turn us over. But not having the guard player being out is bad news for him. I don't think there's anything too much to fear, particularly. He's not in position to get anything like a wizard, which could have been a big problem for me. Still offline at the moment, but game's due to start very shortly. So what we can do is take a quick look at the table, which we've not really been able to do so far. So there we are, 5-0-0 at the top. Parmu's just 1 behind, 4-0-1. And we've got Parmu coming up in a couple of weeks, so that is looking like it might be a big game. Hud has one spot outside of the playoff places, and he's on 11 points. So a win here theoretically gives us a 7-point lead over 3rd place, which would be quite something. But obviously that requires that we do get the win. And this is Blood Bowl, so it could all very easily go wrong. What we do have, though, finally on the team is a stadium enhancement. And after pretty much a whole week of deliberation, we have gone for a sandwich kiosk. So we're cancelling Throw Rock and Get the Ref. Now, you might be surprised to see the Get the Ref kickoff event being cancelled, but I had to think about it. It was basically between this and the Riot security gate. But a lot of the time, Riots are actually going to be very useful for me to be able to recover. You know, if I get an extra turn, that's great for me to try and score if I'm behind. And occasionally pitch invasions could work to my advantage too, especially this season where we do tend to be up fan factor quite a lot due to the team's record. Up by fame in the match, I should say. Obviously, we don't want to lose any players to rocks. That's just a given. But skeletons are fairly cheap pieces anyway, so I don't mind fouling with them without the security net of that bribe. And of course, giving my opponent a bribe on those Get the Ref kickoff events means that they can get a bit leery when it comes to fouling my star players. And that is not what we want. So yeah, we've gone for the sandwich kiosk. We'll soon see if it's the right decision or not. This is how the team... Of course, the Agi 3 Throw Ra is very good news, because the worry we had when we played against Yacin's Dark Elves last season was there was one key turn where we needed to pick that ball up, or he was basically in. And thankfully, we just about managed it. But of course, Agi3 makes that more likely than Agi4. Although we're getting to the point where we might want to consider trying to bag a couple of touchdowns on Ho Russell Crowe. At this point of the season, though, I've very much been focused on getting the wins on the board. And then we will go from there. But as always, targets are... Well, because we've only got the one blitzer, all of the blitzing is going to be coming through Ptahlor Swift today. If we can get one Kaz each on these two, I'd be a very happy man. And other than that, it's just... Let's just outscore them, eh? So still offline. Gonadic shouldn't be too far away. He said 15 minutes ago that I should give him 10 minutes and then he'll be good to go. So we will just keep filling in the gaps. Other results from this week, I suppose we can look at, which is not on this screen whatsoever. 1-1 between Hood and the Elm Street Boys, and back to square one, getting a win over the Moody Woodpeckers, which is actually 3rd and 4th place, both losing. We're up against 5th place. So you can see how Gonadic can win this. He reduces that gap to me to just one win. He got to 4-0-2, and it would give Parmu the chance to draw level. He's playing against the Bash Buddies this week, who are Barzerk's team. Mad Commando are coming up on the rails a little bit, 3-0-2. And of course, a lot of the teams at the bottom are the teams that we've actually beaten so far. So these three here, Imperishable 4, Crusaders of Calador, and Elm Street Boys, have already fallen to the Khemirates. Chubstep's fallen a bit too in recent weeks. We've beaten him. And the last one was Mad Commando. We've got the win over that Nurgle team as well. So after this, it is Hood. So big couple of weeks coming up. We've got Gonadic this week, we've got Hood next week, and then after that we've got Parmu. So very, very decisive weeks on the horizon. Very interesting note from the last Hood match is that he lost 2 very important players. He has fired the Minotaur. So there was a Claw Mighty Blow Minotaur with all sorts of horrible things. That took a niggle, I believe, in the last game. So that has now been fired. The Agi 5 Beast is also missing as well. So there's still an Agi 4 Lolagor there, who's Agi 4 in sure hand. So it's not like it's making too much of a difference in terms of ball carrying, but that thing was sort of a wrestle threat that's not going to be there, which is quite nice. But it looks like next week we're just going to be playing against 11 Beastmen against Hood. So we should have the strength advantage there. Obviously, you don't want to look too far ahead. But at the same time, I am just filling time until today's opponent shows up. So, what the hell else can we talk about? Having a look at his team again. Overall record is 10-1-7, which is pretty good, to be fair. Doesn't tend to draw many games. As you can see from that, 18 games, only one of them being a draw. But he's scored 28 touchdowns, conceded 19. As you would expect, if Elves are going to win, they tend to win big, and if they lose, they tend to lose quite narrowly. But it's a fairly decent record. Not up there with the likes of San June over in the Big O or things like that, but certainly respectable. And of course, we'll have to see how the opening turns go. Haven't actually decided yet. Normal procedure here would be to give the ball to the Elves, if given the option. Of course, receiving first last time against Crusaders of Calador worked lovely. Generally speaking, what I will be looking to do eventually is actually draw them onto the cage, make them think there's an opening, and then try and get a few Elves based up so we can hit them in retaliation. I've also had a bit of consideration as to whether to take the play over towards the sideline. But with Witch Elves knocking around, that is risky. He might, especially with a block Witch Elf, there's every chance he'd be willing to uphill some Tomb Guardians that don't have block to try and get them in the crowd. So we don't want to go too many players too close to the edge, or we could end up in a spot of bother. But of course, the flip side is, If we can serve players ourselves, that is a potential removal source. Right, looks like gonadic is now online. So thankfully that didn't go on for like 20-30 minutes, so that would have been a little bit grim. But yeah, we'll wait for him to drop the invite. And then we'll get this show on the pitch, as I believe Jim would say. So we're not going to scum anything. He's got 10k in the bank. We'll see whether he chooses to spend... I imagine he won't bother spending 40k to pick up that babe. He doesn't. So we're just going to play plain old Blood Bowl here. Now, what I'm fully expecting to see here, having not picked the Magic Dome, is rain. Of course, Khemri notoriously poor in the rain, although the RG3 thrower should help with that. It appears to be sunny, but of course that can always change. So here we go. Yeah, second time we faced Dark Elves, 1-2-1 the last time. But as we say, that took a lot of removals to get us into a comfortable position there. If you offered me the same thing again today, I would certainly take it. And we are given the option. Okay, so normal procedure dictates that you give the ball to Elves. So we're not going to try anything fancy here. We will just give them the ball and see what they want to do with it. Of course, we can afford to keep both dirty players. We might actually bring both throw-ras onto the field here, just because this one has block. So, it might be useful for fouling and such things. He's got an assassin on the front line, so the stab option does exist against a skeleton. That could go horribly wrong. But what we want to avoid here is like a long stall where he scores on turn 8. Because if he scores on turn 8, we're very much playing for the draw at that point. If he is going to score, we want it to be around turn 3. But normally with Elves, you are sort of awaiting a critical failure at some point to try to help you out. So it looks like he's committing to this side on the setup. Going to keep that rookie Witch Elf in the backfield. Just needs one pass to level that up, so I can see a vanity pass coming all day with that thing. Strength 4 Blodger here is a problem for me. We'll obviously lack on my own Strength 4 player, but we do have one tackle. But, you know, Tomb Guardians occasionally find powers too. Doesn't look at the moment like he's overly concerned with committing blocks to the LOS. He'll probably take a stab at the middle one, but I still wouldn't open up the assassin as an assist. That's a bit more like it. But yeah, well, I think what you would say is, with only 2 rerolls, we are looking to get him to burn one of those quickly. There's a kick, and it's a pitch invasion. So we did have the +1 fame. That pitch invasion could have, I mean, it's taken down 2 blodge players, and it's taken away LOS blocks too. We only lost 1 skeleton, which isn't bad. And the ball's gone on the opposite side to where we want it, so that's not the end of the world. It looks like he's planning to just come in and target set 7. Does have strength 4, because we do have stand firm. So, assuming he doesn't roll, well, if he didn't roll a knockdown, he's pretty much given me a free hit on these loners with mighty blow. But very much committing to this side. That's fair enough. There's 2 players being down. It's going to be a consideration to foul one of these early doors with that dirty player. Going to want to keep that dirty player in position to maybe pick off that blodge stepper, given the chance, because he can be a pain. Right now the team's a little split though. With no block, he's likely enough to knock me over. If he was to roll something like push skull, then we're looking very good indeed. We go for that pickup. Not first. I take a stab. Stab fails. And that gives me a free hit on the assassin. I come all the way around the back here. Now, I don't mind this because that exposes the Tomb Guardian to Ptahlor Swift. Doesn't get an armor break, and he needs to take GFIs if he wants to get away from my killer right now. Because I will be over there having a go at that, given the opportunity. Witch Elf goes over, and rolls a 3. Now he's going to try the vanity pass now. And job's done, so that'll level that witch, assuming it survives. Stand firm, of course, means that I can just stand you straight up. And then we can afford to commit this throw-ra here. And we'll come across for that blitz shortly. What I want to do on this side, of course, is make sure that we want to block off this channel a little bit. But we also don't want to overcommit forward too much. And we also don't want to open ourselves up to a surf. So we can't go into these 2 squares just yet. At this point, can afford to just let the elves... They're quite deep, actually. Can afford to just let the elves come to me a little bit. See how I want to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push this Tomb Guardian over in this direction. Just to try and isolate these 3 players. Remember, we are going to look to foul at the end of this turn with the dirty player. Sit you in there. Now we'll do this first because that's a high value target. And you may tempt me with a pylon here. We'll pro it. Pro works. That's a nice pow. Yeah, you'll definitely tempt me with a pylon now. That didn't need mighty blow. In we go. Great start. And it's an MNG, so can he afford to Apo that? No. Right, brilliant. What a start that is. And a pow on the assassin. We'll follow that up so we can assist on this foul. And the assassin's injured as well. It's another MNG. And we're going to level a skeleton from that. I mean, this is certainly up there in terms of perfect starts, right? We're going to take this foul, because we could potentially get 3 removals here on this first turn. And that would be insane. It's a KO. It's not a send-off either. Holy hell, what a start. So it's 2 who are definitely not coming back and 1 who might not be. That's a hell of a first turn. Of course, that pylon does mean that Ptahlor Swift is well out of the game, but that sort of damage is exactly the sort of thing that would allow me to let the elves score and then just try to grind it out for the rest of the game. It's a huge pair of removals. Okay, we're going to go for a Witch Elf handoff. And that's fine. I wonder if we're planning to just... Yeah, we're just going to go for this. Now, he needs to base those Tomb Guardians, of course, because otherwise we can get them in there to do some damage. Oh, failed dodge. Can he afford to reroll that? Only 2 rerolls, remember? Doesn't. Now, what was that? What was that went down? Was that just a lineman with... No, just a regular lineman. So, we do have a shot on the ball here. We do potentially have a 1 dice on the ball. Again, if he wants to score turn 3, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Three, 4, 5. We take 1 GFI there. Oh, tell you what, we could actually come around the back here if we take a GFI and make this 2 dice. Let's sit you down there. Just try and lock this blodger in position there a bit. We're going to bring this Thrower across. I mean, it's unlikely we'll find a power, and I don't think I'm willing to commit a reroll to it either. There's a mighty blow hit on the loner. I can't really complain. That's just a stun, to be honest. Going to allow me to bring my Blitzerer over here. Right, it's time for the single GFI from the dirty player. We failed it. Okay. Now we'll burn that reroll. Yeah, he's right, actually. A whole lot of 1s so far for both of us. At the very least, we can push that player into here, making it slightly difficult. Oh, we found the power. Wow. Okay, we can potentially grab this. Oh, fails the pickup. No. Well, it's relatively safe. Hell of a start to the game, this. That scatter's actually pretty good for me. He's got jump up, so can theoretically score with the right amount of dice. But of course, Ptahlor Swift is now in the middle of the field and in range to cause some damage. The right play might actually be to just put, I was going to say, just put the Witch in the end zone and maybe leap over with this Agi5. Alternatively, it looks like he might try... Well, the guard's in play here, so it's difficult for him to surf the thrower at this point. Does that make it any better? That makes it a 1 dice to try to surf. That's what we're going to go for. It's a jump up block. Out to blitz as well, of course. We'll try and surf that thrower. And that'll do it. He's fine. Now with 2 GFIs, he can still score. He has to pick up. It's likely enough that he'll score this turn. 2+ with a reroll, 2+, 2+. Gonna go for it. Yeah, okay. That's fair. I'm not disappointed with that too much at all. KO comes back, so we're going to be up by 2. But thankfully my throw rod didn't get hurt, so we've still got that on the field as well. And now we get some LOS blocks and a blitz to try and hurt some stuff. So, second touchdown conceded. There's a 1 in 9 failure on the pickup that really cost me there. If that was in hand, it would have been much more difficult for him. I think I just needed one more turn there, and I would have had my Blitzer back across to sort things out. But again, with the removals we've got, can't complain too much so far. What we do need to do is set up with a blitz, potential blitz result in mind, because that could really hurt us. Okay, so 3 dice for him along the line. Move you out there, one. Move you. Probably over there, one. He doesn't have a kicker. The kicker's out injured. But of course, a blitz could hurt. Short kick and a reroll for me. So, oh, and a touchback is brilliant news. So who are we going to hand it to? Let me get rid of the dodge one for now. Yeah, we're not going to look to go too far this turn. 3 dice finds a pow. Follow that up. KO. It's a good start. That should be another 3 dice there. That's a pow. And we'll follow this up. Chance to target that Blodge Stepper, actually. Tackle does its work. I'm not going to afford to base up that elf. Two dice here. Double push only. We'll just cover off the rest of that bit there. So we've got another removal, so we're back to the 3-player advantage. And we've got plenty of time to grind this down the field. Those Witch Elves will be fairly juicy targets, actually, for the Blitzer. If they are ever exposed. He's potentially going to target the Dirty Player Fend. At the moment, Elves coming around the back don't actually concern me too much, because that's less of them providing screens ahead. Good choice to use the block plate. No armor break there, though. Yeah, that player's not really a massive issue now, as long as I can keep the cage in position. That's a successful dodge. Right now, we are just going to keep marching up to these elves up the field. And just punching them, really. 2+ dodge is fine. That 2+ dodge is also fine. Stand you up. And it's time to get motoring. Half tempted to come across and take the rookie on. But I might actually just see if we can't find a hit on that witch elf there. Just want to keep forcing these dodges for the time being. That's a little bit of a pain. We'll throw it. Okay, happy days. We're not going to follow because of the surf potential. Yeah, we use Mighty Blow to get through there, so that's fine. Come back there. Ball can just chill in here. At least put a mark on that guy and force him to make a dodge. And then want to get the Tomb Guardians as far advanced as we can. And not looking too bad right now. Of course, that witch potentially is something we consider fouling on the next turn. With dirty players hanging around. See, these are both 1 in 36 failure states, of course, with the dodge away. But, you know, if you don't ask them to roll those dice, it can't happen, right? So we did set up like this just because there is a leaper around. And a standard cage could hurt us on that front. Here comes the Blodge Stepper. He wants to put Blodge Step on the ball, and you can understand that. Gets a pow. It saves the witch from the dirty player foul, of course. There's the dodge skill gone, and that is why you've got to ask him to roll those dice sometimes. Will he re-roll that? Yes, he will. So, we burned a re-roll. And there's still a player to dodge out. So that's a 1. Happy days. It's not. Okay, so as you can tell, there's an easy fix to this blodge on the ball solution. Or situation, I should say. And that is to use our super duper blitzer with tackle. We've just got to fill all those gaps first. Now we're going to move the ball way over this way now. So that means we're going to... Where do I want the ball to go, ideally? Right, so here's what we're going to look to do. This might seem a little counterproductive at first glance, but we're going to just leave this throw here. And that's because I want to blitz from this direction here. I don't want to get Ptahlor Swift stuck up on this other player. You just go there. You are just going to base this guy. But we need a team reroll if we double both down this. Push is good enough. Now let me move the ball into here. It is a based cage. But I'm hoping to engage elves into taking uphill dice. And I'm trying to get elves based up against my players, so I've got more hits at the moment. That tells me he might be coming in with the blitzer here, with Leap. He can come round to here and leap over to that side, though he still hasn't got rid of that dirty player assist there. So it would still be a 2 dice uphill. There's guard here, which means it would be a 2 dice uphill there. Of course, we don't have block on the ball carrier. But this is the sort of play. You see how we've now based a witch elf against my blitzer, which is exactly what I want. So this player needs to dodge out and stand here to actually cancel out that assist, and he's realised that now. So he's coming in from this angle, is the plan. There's going to be a 1 dice on the ball. He's got a... essentially needs a 5+ to knock it down. In we go. And we get with a GFI. The GFI fails. So that's good news. Good the second time. Oh, and he gets them both down. Right, okay. Okay, scatter's fine for me. And that means we can hit stuff. So both his rerolls are now gone. He's made the big play. That's lots of players around the ball. Is it not? I'll put you in there, which is quite good use of guard. Really keen to take this hit. Really keen. Lovely stuff. It's badly hurt. Might Apo that. Doesn't. Interesting. So we still have our blitz. There's a 3 dice. 3 dices are always good. Spare skeleton here I can use to make this a 3 dice. And we'll just have to live with that one for now. That's fine. We can stay there, and that gives this Tomb Guardian here a 3 dice. Does in the end get the knockover we're looking for. So now we still have the Blitz, which is going to be on this Blodger, and that's just to try and free up the ball. Push is good enough. Now I would like to foul that, given the opportunity. So we've got the 4+ pickup. Or the 3+ dodge, 3+ pickup. We'll try the 4+ and sweat. And we just about get it. Alright, next thing we want to do is foul him with a dirty player. And if we don't get sent off, we'll try and dodge him away. Stun's good enough because it prevents that silly play again. And Khemri dodges. Always work. So we've still got 2 turns after this. We're not too far away. We're getting there. Need to keep that progress going on the next turn. He has knocked the ball down, but we managed to recover it, which is good. He's all out of rerolls. We've got 3 still. I'm not sure what that play was about, because that doesn't provide an assist. So still hasn't used the Apo. He's obviously saving the Apo for a potential death or a permanent here. I'm more than happy with these 3 players being out of action at the moment. That's going to be a chain push, which is a good play. He can push the ball back to here if he likes. He's trying to deny me... Yeah, he's trying to deny me movement forward. And finally, we get a break coming my way. Thick Skull saves the day. I assume, yeah, we might see a 2+ dodge here to fill up this space. He's just trying to get bodies on the ball, isn't he, at this point? And another one there. Okay, so there's actually a fairly high value way of clearing a couple of these. But you know there, so we've definitely got a scoring threat to speak of. So we'll push you into you. Do you have the option of hitting the Witch Elf here? Although I actually think in the short term, we're better off just taking that 3 dice, finding a nice big POW. And it's a KO. Just can't quite get these Tomb Guardians to roll that Kaz, can we? So then that would remove you, like so. And then that 3 dice just about removes you, like so. So then we need to blitz through here. Couldn't make that a 3 dice. Will team reroll this? Again, that's got piling on, stamped. Oh, it's a KO. No, we don't need to pile on a KO. Another blodger gone. So then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can cover there. Where's the concern at now? The concern's still this fella coming around and doing all sorts of nonsense. You can only reach here. Three dice here. Find just another knockdown. Gonna follow this. Another KO. Now, for my final trick, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You need to take a 3+ over the corner. And a couple of GFIs to do that. You could come in with this guy. I think that's worth a 4+ to put you there. And that should narrow off that angle. So now the only threat is this Agi 5 Leaper. And there's no... Well, he can potentially make it a 1 dice. He'd need to come and base up Ptahlor Swift again. We've got 7 removals so far. Any failed 2+, he's got no reroll. And there's a failed 2+, so we are going to score. That's a knockout again, wow. Okay, so final thing to do here is we can get a really easy 3 dice on this Blodge Stepper with Mighty Blow piling on tackle, and we should definitely do that. We have a spare reroll in pocket, of course. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So unless we Hexascope, No, you don't re-roll it. That's too greedy. We'll just make this 1-1. And it's all on these KO rolls, of which he only has one shot. So, decent half. That's the theoretical risky half where you've got a bit less time to score. Over. There's 3 players definitely not coming back, and there's 5 KO rolls to make. He only gets 2 back. Wow. So that means he has a total of 5 players. If we don't win this from here, we've got to ask serious questions. Serious questions if we don't win this from here. Yeah, I suppose 2 out of 5 isn't so bad. It's just in the context of the game. Both teams losing a turn. I mean, I suppose it has an effect on me. There's some POWs. POWs are good. That's bad. That needs a reroll. One of them gone. Early doors. He's actually 5, but we will base him. We're also going to ask this guy to run a bit of a gauntlet if he wants to get through there. And we're going to go with Swift to try and take down this Lodge Stepper, because we do have Pro. And we do get a POW, and I mean, at this point we can pile on all day. I mean, you can't pile on that, can you? It wouldn't really be right not to foul, given the advantage we have. So, foul is exactly what we will do. After we pick up the ball. Just. I'm going to reduce it to 3. 6 plus foul. KO is more than good enough. No send-off still. So we're now up against 3 elves. Very similar to the Crusaders of Caledor game, actually. Of course, the reason we want to keep fouling is we don't want there to be any one-turn threat here. He goes for the leap. I think he's going to come and base the ball here, actually. That option does exist. It's going to cost him a reroll. Well, it asks a question, doesn't it? I imagine he'll try and base again. This is about as all he can do, really. Obviously, the first thing I'm going to do is just that. It's good enough, actually. Don't need to get too greedy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, golden rule is guard on the cage corners for the leap play. I'm just going to try and tie this elf down, really. Put in there so he can't 2-dice my killer. Put in there so a bit more protection. So yeah, you can get a 2-dice on that corner with tackle. Good enough, I don't have block. Oh, and that's an injury. MNG regens. The 2 SPP for Star Wars Galaxies there. Makes a 3+ dodge in. Just means he's going to get swifted, I suppose. Same rule applies. Nothing doing that time. Let's actually put you here. You there. This is just in case this 3-dice goes wrong. Which it promptly sort of does. Although we can hit him again. And again, we should foul because we're trying to reduce the threat of a 1 turn at the end of the game. Still no send-off. Then there were 2. He's going to take a foul, I think. 10+ foul. That's why we put the assists in there. So I think that is an admission of defeat here from gonadic, and it's understandable given the circumstances. Apparently this team likes playing against Dark Elves. Nothing doing. Attacking from that foul. suppose we should foul the blitzer here. Hopefully it's just a badly hurt. It is. One left. He might just stay down. No, he's going to take the 11 plus foul, I think. Possibly looking to get himself sent off. He's going to get a 10 plus. Nothing doing again. So we can make this a 3 dice. I don't know whether they use the Tomb Guardian, actually. I think the Tomb Guardian makes more sense. Have a go with him first. Just in case we can get that Kaz. We can always blitz afterwards with the other Tomb Guardian. A flying arrow up there. So, Otto, a new Bismarck. Nope. So, Billy Ray Cyrus gets to go. You know what? We'll have another go. Things are useless. Double one. We'll kill a Tomb Guardian. Now, is he saving that reroll for the 1 turn? He assumes the 1 turn is probably not going to happen, actually. Well, that's one way to stop the Tomb Guardians from hitting you, I suppose. That gives me very little to do this turn. Off the glory kill. Fail. So that's going to be 2-1. And we'll see whether I'm punished for not buying the riots in. But it's KO rolls to do first. And Hoteri Pratchetep scores again. Five definitely not coming back, and 4 coming back. I still don't think that's enough for the 1-turn touchdown. So what we want to do is we want to put stand firm on one end, and that means we can ignore. Because of course one of these players being frenzy means it might be possible this. In fact, no, it's movement to 7. I don't think this is doable. But we will set up in case it is. I'll say quite that far back. Well, there's every chance that a riot could happen here and give him 2 turns to equalise this, which is why I'm keeping Swift in the backfield, able to keep an eye on either side. Very, very close to a 6th win. It's pretty much in Nuffle's hands at this point. I have to say he's been very kind to me so far. Two in the backfield suggests that he's very much not going for this. Will we see a riot? Nope, perfect defense. So, honestly, there's actually no reason for me to even change this. It's going to be another win. That pass fails, and this one is done. 6 wins out of 6, eh? A 6 on the winnings is rather something. Not entirely sure what to spend that on, to be honest. But you'll take it. Another MVP for Cairo Dahl. But that Witch Elf gets one, which means it goes into MVP range again. But yeah, that was really one-sided, wasn't it? That first turn, where we got 3 removals, just wrecked things. Pro working 100% of the time. Managed to dodge 100% of the time as well. There's Khemri, which is quite something. One for the record books there. But we'll validate that. That's confirmed. And once we've scrolled through all of this lot, we'll be able to level our skeleton. 1720 TV now. So, let's see what this one gets. Ah, it's a double for some guard. We don't want plus movement skeleton, we want a guard skeleton. What a good day that was. Ron Boneman's back for the next one. We have a bunch of cash to burn again. Full healthy team. And sitting very, very pretty at the top of Division 5 now. 6-0-0. We play Hood next week. We are now 7 points clear of 3rd place. Top 2 go to the P word that we won't mention, of course, at the end of the season. But Gonadic losing means it's only Mad Commando winning that could reduce that gap to 6 points. But we're in a very good spot. Next week is Hood. It's all Beastmen. There was previously a Minotaur, which was a concern for me, but he's now fired after getting a niggle in the last game. So I think I owe Slice and Dice a drink for that one. But that's it for this week. It's another good result, isn't it? 6 wins out of 6, and we are really starting to motor now. We will catch you next week for what is just over the halfway point of the season once that's done. Week 7 against Hood.